I'm Lady Leah, out here again giving my take on love and relationships and self-love. You can follow me on Instagram, you can follow me on Facebook, ladyleah.org. I have a blog there, you can follow that also. And also you can book a session with me on my website, or you can look in the description below and find out how you can also contact me if you have any questions or you just want to talk. And I was talking to someone the other day, and the question came up, why do they come back? Why do your ex always come back? Whether it be male or female, it's the same thing. Why do they come back? And I thought about it. I said, for one thing, they're not coming back because they love you. Let's just scratch that right off the top. They're not coming back out of love, because if they love you in the first place, they would have never loved in the second place. So let's just scratch that. It's not out of love. It's three reasons that I have three. It's a lot of other reasons, but I have about three reasons why they might want to come back. The first one is they coming back because of familiarity. They're familiar. They left you for whatever reason. They left you to rip and run the street. They left you for the other woman, the other man. They left you because you wasn't their cup of tea. So why are you returning now? Why are you returning? They coming back to you because the last person, the person that they left you for, found them out and got rid of them. So now what they're gonna do? They're gonna go back to you because you was the person that accepted them for everything they had going on. You accepted them for all their cheating. You accepted all their manipulation, they malicious behavior. You accepted everything that they dished out. They disrespected you. They call you all out of your name. They curse you out. Maybe even hit you. Abuse is abuse. Mental, they got all into your head, make you think that they were so in love with you, but all they was doing was using you. And you accepted all their bad behavior. Whatever they did, if they stayed out all night, if they went and partied with some friends, got drunk, got high, whatever they doing, and they came back home to you, instead of you checking them, you accepted what they had going on. Whatever they did, you accepted it. So that's why they coming back to you. They come back to you. They looking at you, oh well, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back over there to Tamika, cause it don't matter what I did. She still took me in. It don't matter. I love her. You know how many times I done left her? You know how many times I done rip and ran the street? Every time I asked to come back, she took me back. Every time. Because he already know that you don't love you. He already know that how you love yourself, which is none. Anytime you taking him back, you don't love yourself. You showing him your value. You showing him, I ain't worth nothing more than what you giving me. You're the best that I could get, so I accept it. And he knows this. That's why he comes back to you, because you don't think highly of yourself. You don't think highly of yourself. So why not go back to what's familiar? Why not go back to that Tamika? Because I already know her. I already know what she can accept. I already know what she not gonna accept, which is practically nothing. She accepts everything I do. So that's why he comes back. That's why he's come back. But you have to make up your mind that I'm worth more than that. I want more than that. You finally got rid of him. Let him go. Don't invite him back. So that's one reason he come back, because he's familiar. He knows you're gonna accept him for whatever he dishes out. You already proved to him that you would. So why not sweet talk his way back into you, back into your house, into your bed? Why not sweet talk you into getting back in your life? That's what he does. The next reason that I feel they come back, your ex may come back, is because he found out you doing better without him. He found out that finally you got your life on track. He found out that finally you open up your business. You finally finished school. You finally, got your household in order. You finally purchased that house you always wanted. You purchased that car you always wanted. He found out that you're traveling. He found out that you just doing the most. He found out that you take care of yourself, your hair, your skin, your body. He ran across somebody that goes to the same gym you go to. He found out that you in that gym 5 times a week. He found out that you care about what you eat. You found out that you care about everything you put in your body. He found out that finally you're over him. He left you broken. He left you broken down. He left you without any explanation. He just left. He left you penniless. He left you without any explanation, any emotions that he had or the little that he did have left with him. He left you broken down, broke, disgusted, didn't know which way was up. Almost heading for a nervous breakdown. That's how he left you. But he, and you kept begging him to come back, and you wanted him in your life, and and you were hurting so bad, but you knew he wasn't good for you. You knew you had to get it together. You knew that, if he left you for another woman, let him go. Why hang on to something like that? That's trash. Why? So finally, you got yourself together. Finally, you had the courage. You had the determination. You prayed about it. You talked to other people about it. You might even had a therapist. You might even had, someone that really, really cared about your well-being, that pulled you up out of that stump that you was in. They pulled you up out of that stump. They told you, get it together. Let him go. He want to be in the street. Let him go. And that's what you did. Finally, months and months, maybe years went by. Maybe let's just say a whole year went by. And, he's still in touch with people. Y'all have mutual friends. So he's still in touch with people that talk to you. And so he knows your progression. He knows what you've been doing. He knows different things that you've done without him. So he eased his way back into your life, because he knows, okay, she's God-fearing, she's forgiving, she's this, she that, and the other. So if I go in there and act a certain way, she's going to forgive me. She's going to take me back. So that's what he does. He comes slithering his way back in to your life, not because he's sorry, not because he loves you, not because he wants to do better. He came back for one reason only, and that's to break you down once again. Break you down once again. He don't want you happy. He don't want you successful. He don't want you motivated. He don't want you on top of the world. He don't want you caring about yourself, being your inner self, your inner energy. He don't want that positivity in your life. He came back to take it back again. That's his plan. He came back. That's his sole purpose of returning back to you, is to see if he can break you down once again. Once again. Because he only feeds off of your despair. He only feeds off of your misery. He only feeds off of your disappointment. He only feeds off of that. Anytime you're doing good, anytime things is moving along and different things is happening in your life, he don't care about that. He don't feed off of that. That's not gonna keep him motivation. That's not gonna keep him motivated. Excuse me. He needs for you to be broken. He needs for you to be doing worse than him in order to build himself up. He needs to build himself up. So in order for him to build himself up, you have to be in the dumps. You have to be doing worse than him. So that's his reason for returning. Because once he gets back into your good graces, as they say, he's going to start tearing you down again. Tearing you down again. It's not love. Because if it was love, he would have showed that the first time around. He would have stayed the first time around. It's not love. That's not why he's coming back. He's coming back for revenge. He's coming back to break you down once again. That's it. You doing good? He wants to make sure you're doing bad. He wants to make sure that you don't see the light of day. He want to make sure that whoever you involved with see you as, some poor, misguided soul. Because with him in your life, that's what he is. That's what he is. He's the misguided soul. And he's trying to bring you into his world. He probably found you on top of the world. But, you being who you are, you being gracious, you being God-fearing, you being loving and caring about him, you put you put everything that you did into him. You put everything that you wanted for you put it to him. You build him up. And the minute you build him up, now he done took that to someone else and left you empty-handed, left you holding the bag, left you wondering what happened. What in the world happened? So with you not knowing, with you not clear about the future, you're just all torn to pieces. Torn to pieces. And he knows it. He knows it. He knew what he was doing when he first came into your life. He knew what he was doing. So his plan is to come back and do it all over again. Because everything he does is in cycles. That's what he does. Leave from one person, go to the next person, go to the next person, go to the next person. They usually jump to new people, because that way they get to start all over. That new person don't know how he really is. They really don't know. But he ain't ready to really do that yet. So he'll leave that person and come back to you, which he's familiar with you. But he only coming back to break you down once again. That's what he does. He wants to break you down once again. But we're not going to let him do it. So you don't, no matter what he says, I don't care if it's a typhoon in his backyard. I don't care if he lost his job, he don't have no money, he's not eating. Okay, direct him to a shelter. Direct him to get a job. Put a word, tell him where he can go and find a way to get some finances. Tell him where he can go to get some food. You no circumstances should let him back in your life. He's gonna come back with all types of stories because he knows your kind heart. He knows you know, he knows you're a Christian. He knows you're God-fearing. He knows how to get to your pressure points where you say, okay, well, you know what? I don't want to see anybody starve. I don't want to see anybody, just broken down like that. But remember, he loved you broken down. Remember, he didn't care how he loved you. He didn't care that you was left for dead. Not literally, but you felt like you just lost it all. You felt like dying. He didn't care that he left you that way. So why should you care about what's going on with him? If you want to be nice, give him resources where he can find his own way. But you're not going to be the one to help him because you did that already once. And look what he did. He took it for granted. He took you for granted. So we're not letting him back in. That's it. No. Not doing it. Not doing it. And the last, number 3 reason that he comes back is just to use you. Just to use you. He needs a place to stay. He needs your help financially, emotionally. Once he get all these things, he's gone again. He's gone again. So why accept this person back in your life so he can use you again? That's really should have been kind of with number 2 reason, because number 2 reason is he's coming to break you down. He see your success, but he's trying to break you down. But really, it's all part of the same thing, though. He's still coming back just to use you. He ain't in love with you. That's gone. He ain't in love with you. You might be cute and all of that. You might be gorgeous in his eyes. But he the type of person that he can't feel love. He don't know how to love nobody because he's broken himself. Until he gets himself together, he will never be able to love anybody but himself. So in order for, he's so broken up inside that he has to have someone else that's broken in order for him to feel good. He ain't gonna feel good if you feel good. That don't work for him. You have to be miserable for him to feel good. So just for no reason at all, accept this man back in your life. Don't do it. He's gonna get you back hooked again. It's like somebody on crack. You got off that drug. You got off that addiction, which is him. You got off that addiction. Why on earth will you go back to the same thing that broke you? Why on earth do you want to feel the hurt that you was feeling before? Why on earth? You see how long it took you to get over that person? You see how long it took you to get it together, to realize that you was enough? You see how long it took? Now, if you invite this person back in your life and he does the same thing to you again, it's going to take you even longer. It's going to take you even longer the next time to get over him. So instead of doing that, just avoid him altogether. You done got out of that. You done moved on. Keep moving on. That's my advice. Keep moving on. Okay? So, once again, you're struggling with this, you have some questions, you want to talk about it, All my information is in the description below. Okay? All right. Talk to you later.